Welcome to Brainwash Tip Tuesdays. I'm your host, Amish Patel. Today we're reviewing a recruitment video from a secret men's-only underground secret society, MGTOW, men going their own way. We're going to MGTOW! We're going to MGTOW. It's bigger than a cult. It's like a small cultural movement that is sweeping America, that has been sweeping America for maybe 10 or 15 years. Big numbers though. 400,000 hits on the videos. Several Gurujis in the community. So in that way they are like a cult. They do have some Gurujis. They do have some teachers in the community. But then they have some up-and-comers. Today we're going to be reviewing one of the up-and-comers. Getting a lot of hits though, this guy. Taylor the Fiend is the channel name. Taylor the Fiend. Basically the system of the video that we're reviewing today is he shows a video of a girl being like acting wild, being crazy. And then he basically makes a theory out of it about why that's ruining society. The clip selection is tight, even though I don't agree with the philosophy, and I will be debunking the philosophy. I don't agree with the philosophy, and I will be debunking the philosophy, because I don't think anyone should go their own way. I believe in loving kindness. I'm trained in loving kindness. And I think we need to be coming together to make more loving kindness, not, oh, I'm gonna go my own way and you go your own way. No. This is not loving kindness, this is not bhakti. But I gotta say, clip selection is tight. And there's even a twist ending. That's why I picked this video, actually. There's a twist ending, and if you guys stay till the end, I think you'll be very excited about it. You'll be very happy with the twist ending. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get into the clip, and let's start reviewing this guy.
Put a finger down if you match with a guy on Hinge, and he's literally your Prince Charming. Like, tall, dark, and handsome. I'm talking 6'4".
What? 6'4"? Look at this guy. He's like he's so goth. He's like some kind of an elf character. You know, that's a big thing with these MGTOW guys. They don't show their faces. And he's hiding his subscriber count. It feels like he's doing a lot of rips. And if you don't show your face and you do all these rips, it's like, come on, man. Show your face. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, this girl's out of control. What's this 6'4"? 6'4". 6'4"? Let's keep going.
Stunning. So not only that, he's the best texter you've ever texted. He's smart, witty, sarcastic, just all of the above. Great. We love it. So you're planning your first date. He offers to pick you up. But not only that, he makes sure that you're comfortable with it first. Like he asked. When I get outside, he's waiting outside of the car and says, I have 2 rules for you tonight. You don't touch the door handles, car doors, restaurant doors, etc. You also don't touch the bill. That's all me.
It's like this didn't happen. Who did this? What guy is doing this? If he's 6'4", is he really doing all this? Like, don't touch the door handle, don't touch the thing, don't touch the thing. He's 6'4". He doesn't need it, and honestly, like, they're not gonna do all that, I don't think.
Charming is literally, I'm in the car with Prince Charming next to me. The date goes amazing, sparks are flying, we have everything in common. He has a big boy job, makes big boy money, does all the big boy things, and I'm obsessed. Like, great, love it. The next day, I get ghosted. So am I the only one here, or has this happened to someone else?
Of course, 6'4". Okay, but so this is what he does. He does the clip. Now he does his response. So let's see. His response is going to be very negative.
No. See, the thing is, we got all these ladies out here currently shopping out of their price range. Okay, you've got all of these girls thinking that they're entitled to the top shelf guys. You know, the guys that are doing the best in life, and you know, these 6-figure guys. All these girls think that they're entitled to these men. They're absolutely not. And the thing is, these girls will get to 30, 40, 50, and they'll be single and alone with their cats while they wait for Mr. Right to come along. Mr. Right has already been in their lives. Okay, these girls who will get into situations like this, please believe they've already passed up 50 good dudes that damn week, and then they want to complain about the one guy that ghosted them.
You see the bitterness. You see the bitterness. He's like so mad about it. It's like, dude, one person's a psycho. You don't need to be worried about this girl being off the market, okay? You don't need this, okay? You don't need this. And this is a big part of what this guy does. It's always us against them. He's trying to set it up like, hey, boys, it's us against the girls. You can say both are crazy because he's wild. I don't agree with his MGTOW philosophy, but then also she's pretty wild. I mean, that's a lot. Although I got to say, as a performer, I do think she has a great performance here. I mean, it is a good performance, and I do kind of respect the fact that, you know, she had a bad day, and she's like, you know what? I'm going to tell everyone. So I do kind of like that about her. I mean, that's something to be respected. But at the same time, like, you know, I don't need to, it's fine if she's, you know, I'm not upset about her being off the market. Okay, so most of the videos are like that girl where like the girl's acting flagrant and then he like rips the girl for being flagrant and then turns it into a theory about how the whole society's broken. Very negative. Sometimes he'll just have another MGTOW a figure on and then just reiterate the theory and just be like, yes, I agree with this theory. So here's another MGTOW fellow, a fellow MGTOWer. A fellow resident of MGTOW.
Finally, I can comment again. I've been banned for almost 2 weeks.
Okay, well then, maybe you shouldn't have done what you did to get banned for 2 weeks, dude. He's probably being obnoxious, and then they banned him, and then he's like, finally I can answer again. I've been banned for 2 weeks. Well then, don't be a shit. Nobody's getting banned for no reason, okay? People are trying to get their numbers up. If you got banned, it means you're talking shit. So just cool it.
You see, women don't actually do anything in life. Even if you look at industries where women do technically dominate in raw numbers, there's still higher positions that men dominate.
Oh, that's rude. You know, there's no... Why bring that up? Why are we bringing this up? I think it's rude, right? We're in a community together.
Teachers, they mean grade school teachers. If you go to college, most professors are men. When you look at nursing, yeah, sure, most nurses are women. Most doctors are men, though. Men have to compete to get to the top, but unfortunately, we also compete at the bottom. Women, however, don't have to compete at the bottom. Unfortunately, there's always some gal out there willing to marry a middle-aged obese woman that's divorced with 3 kids.
True.
But
True? Where? When? In what world? Did you hear what he said?
there's always some gal out there willing to marry a middle-aged obese woman that's divorced with 3 kids.
Really? Who? Who though? Not happening. Not true. That's not true. And that's it. I don't want to hear it. You know, that's where you know the whole theory is wacky. It's kind of like if you're at a party and you're talking to someone and you're talking to them for 10 minutes and they sound really smart and they're saying all these theories, these really smart things. And then at the end of like 20 minutes or at the end of the night, the person goes, all right, now I'm going to my mummy's house to do a poo-poo on her chest. Good night. And then you go, oh, everything's crazy. Sounds confident, sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And then in the end, he says this?
There's always some gal out there willing to marry a middle-aged obese woman that's divorced with 3 kids.
No. This is a deep, deep, deep level of bitterness. The loving kindness is lost in these gentlemen. It's so sad. All they have is bitterness. Even when they don't have all the information, they're just making up theories of just the most negative thinking. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a middle-aged obese woman with 3 kids. And I'm not saying that there's not a middle-aged obese woman with 3 kids, divorced, who is so on top of her shit that she just kills it. I'm sure it happens on occasion, but like, why are we saying there's like an epidemic? There's not an epidemic of this. That's it. Let's go to the twist ending.
People often ask me, what right do women not have that men do? They point to the law and they say, look, women are equal under the law. Which is great. I'm so glad the law supports women. The problem is, culture does not. We're still trying to restrict what women do with their bodies, i.e. abortions. The media still sets an unrealistic expectation of what a woman should look like. And women suffer eating disorders. And some turn to self-harm because they can't attain what the media says they should be. Also, we still shame women for having sex in the year 2020. So why do I talk about feminism on TikTok? Because TikTok is a cultural tool, and I'm tired of women being treated this way. I want to change culture, not law. Culture.
Surprise ending. Brings in this pro-feminist guy, doesn't even rip him.
The thing about that is we could go through and we could disagree with everything he said, but man, the migraines that we would endure in the process might not be worth the pain. So
too much headache. It's too much. I could go debunk each point one by one, but I cannot do it. I felt a little disappointed by that, I gotta say. I feel a little bit like these are your karmas, right? Like if this is the channel you're making, then part of your karmas is you gotta do the rip. Anyway, I just want to say, like, you know, don't give up on love, guys. You know, I really think you guys are forgetting about romance. Falling in love. I remember a couple of years ago, I was starting to worry that, like, I'm too old now and, like, it's going to be impossible to have sex with people. And then I realized, I had a beautiful epiphany, and I realized it's not because I'm old. Nobody's ever wanted to have sex with me. It's always been a grind. You got to work on it. And in order to work on it, you have to have love in your heart. and you have to be fun and outgoing and you know, charming in a way. And over time, if you're social and outgoing and you're doing stuff, over time, people will just, you know, someone will fall in love with you if your heart is full of love. But if you're being bitter and cranky all the time, and if you're saying, oh, I bet you just care about money, like if you're getting mad, then you're gonna have a hard time putting yourself out there, being out, you know what I mean? And it shows a lack of love for yourself too, because only because you don't have the love in your heart that you are projecting a negativity in the marketplace. Yes, that's true. That is true. That is true. And guys, if you subscribe to my channel and if you keep watching my videos, those teachings are coming to the channel. Stay tuned.